If you are watching this video, you are maybe wondering if your workplace is toxic, or you are already aware that it is. So in this video, you will find some keys to be sure, and some advice on how to deal with the situation of working on a toxic workplace. In a few minutes, we will discuss how to address bullying and toxicity in the workplace. However, it is important to first understand what constitutes bullying. A toxic environment is essentially determined by the emotional experience of individuals within it, making it challenging to quantify. It revolves around perceptions, but there are some questions that can help to identify it. How are you being treated? How do you feel? How are your peers and bosses treating you? How do people treat one another? Do you feel safe? An article from the Harvard Business Review called How Bullying Manifests at Work and How to Stop It says, an estimated 48.6 million Americans, or about 30% of the workforce, are bullied at work. In India, that percentage is reported to be as high as 46%, or even 55%. In the United Kingdom, almost 40% of workers declare that they have been bullied at least once in their careers. In Germany, it's a lower but non-negligible 17%. Yet bullying often receives little attention or effective action. The Advisory, Conciliation and Arbitration Service, ACAS of the United Kingdom, has published an article on its website that helps us spot signs of workplace bullying. Here's a list of common signs. Name-calling. Name-calling in the workplace, whether it happens through hurtful messages on company systems or during face-to-face interactions, can have serious negative impacts. Being called names and insulted is not just unpleasant. It can also be very damaging to a person's morale. This type of behavior is considered bullying because it attacks the victim's dignity and self-esteem, creating a harmful and negative work environment. Ignoring, isolating, or excluding. Intentionally ignoring someone or purposefully excluding them from pertinent meetings are tactics employed to create a sense of isolation and exclusion. When individuals are deliberately sidelined or overlooked in professional settings, it sends a clear message of disregard and devaluation. This behavior not only ostracizes the individual, but also undermines their sense of belonging within the team or organization. Ultimately, deliberate acts of exclusion contribute to an unhealthy work environment characterized by distrust, resentment, and diminished collaboration. Belittling. If an individual's contributions are met with ridicule, or if their opinions are consistently undermined as being flawed or untrue, it constitutes a form of bullying. Such unwarranted criticism is not only hurtful, but also creates a hostile work environment. A proficient manager should possess the ability to deliver feedback in a constructive manner, fostering growth and development, rather than belittling or dismissing the contributions of team members. Respecting differing perspectives and providing constructive feedback are essential components of effective leadership and team collaboration. Scapegoating. Blaming others for mistakes might seem like a convenient way to evade responsibility, but in reality, it reflects a deeper issue. A willingness to engage in bullying behavior. By shifting blame onto others, individuals not only avoid accountability, but also demonstrate a lack of respect and empathy towards their colleagues. This behavior creates a toxic dynamic within the workplace, eroding trust and fostering a culture of fear and insecurity. True accountability involves owning up to one's mistakes, learning from them, and working collaboratively to find solutions, rather than resorting to scapegoating and intimidation tactics. Manipulation of roles. Using threats regarding job security or deliberately obstructing someone's professional advancement by unjustly stripping them of responsibilities constitutes an abuse of power. Such actions not only undermine the individual's sense of security and self-worth, but also create a hostile work environment characterized by fear and insecurity. Misusing authority in this manner not only hinders the affected individual's career growth, but also damages morale and trust within the team or organization. Effective leadership entails fostering a supportive and empowering work environment where individuals are valued, respected, and given opportunities to thrive based on their merits and contributions. Setting you up to fail. Setting someone up to fail involves intentionally creating circumstances or assigning tasks in a way that virtually guarantees their inability to succeed. This insidious tactic undermines confidence, erodes trust, and can have devastating effects on morale and motivation. Whether it's assigning unrealistic deadlines, withholding crucial information, or providing inadequate resources, setting someone up to fail is a form of manipulation that reflects poorly on the integrity of those responsible. It not only damages individual performance, but also undermines the overall success and effectiveness of the team or organization. Effective leadership requires fostering an environment of support, trust, and fairness, where individuals are set up for success rather than failure. Spreading rumors. Spreading rumors is a form of social aggression that can have devastating effects on both the individual targeted and the broader social fabric of a community or workplace. When gossip and unfounded stories circulate, they can quickly spiral out of control, causing immense emotional distress and psychological harm to the victim. Beyond the immediate emotional toll, rumors can also damage the victim's reputation, erode trust within relationships, and even impact their professional opportunities. Giving you meaningless tasks. Assigning individuals meaningless tasks or consistently burdening them with undesirable responsibilities can be a subtle yet insidious form of workplace bullying. When someone is repeatedly given menial or trivial tasks that offer little opportunity for growth or recognition, it can lead to feelings of frustration, demoralization, and even resentment. Aggressive behavior. Any form of aggressive behavior, such as shouting or intrusion of personal space, is unacceptable. Employees shouldn't feel scared in the workplace, even if they've made a mistake. In a nutshell, in a toxic workplace, trust, respect, and openness are completely absent, making it feel like everyone is isolated. Employees are disconnected and under significant stress. The conscious leadership expert and coach Ginny Clark recently stated,
"In my rather extensive experience with senior leaders, they are the problem."
Whether through acts of omission, as in being passive, doing nothing, or commission, consciously pitting people against one another or driving their egotistical agenda forward at the expense of the team or the organization. Ginny gives us 4 steps to follow that can help you if you're in a toxic work environment. First step, consider confronting. Maintain your position and demonstrate integrity. Think about addressing the bullying behaviors and intimidation attempts directly. You can respectfully pose a question like, "Are you suggesting that my work doesn't meet the standards you set?" Or, "Can you clarify how you believe I should have handled that situation?" Many people hesitate to stand up for themselves out of fear that their voice won't be heard. However, when a senior and influential person misuses their power, it constitutes bullying. Second step, discreetly observe and ask around to see if others have experienced or witnessed similar behaviors from the individual or group. This requires subtlety, as being too obvious could lead to retaliation or preemptive punishment before any real action is taken. Third step, learn the rules. HR, employee relations, and even the legal department are required to investigate bad behavior and mistreatment of employees, as it can pose legal and financial risks to the organization. Be discreet and quiet, leveraging your relationships to gather the necessary facts. In extreme cases, seek legal advice or counsel before making significant decisions. Fourth step, vote with your feet. Consider whether you want to remain in an organization that tolerates inappropriate behavior or explore opportunities to move to another team. It may be beneficial to explore opportunities within the company, particularly teams led by managers who prioritize creating a fair and respectful work environment. This shift can offer a more supportive and fulfilling workplace experience.